Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cooking and Stampin' with Kathy, formerly known as Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin'. But today we're going to be stamping. I want to thank everyone that tuned in for yesterday's video showing me make the carrot cake. Now that was filmed back on Wednesday, January the 8th, which was my husband's birthday. So I got some positive comments. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. It is a wonderful carrot cake, very moist, loaded full of nuts and raisins and pineapple. It is delicious. And it's kind of set apart for the fact that you don't shred your carrots. You cut them up and boil them and then mash them. So you're working with cooked carrots, which gives your cake a wonderful moistness that you will not get from shredded carrots. Okay, with all that being said, let's get to Stampin' Up. I can finally open our mini catalog. This is it. And this is my first project out of it. And I told y'all when I showed you this suite that the beautiful butterflies caught my eye immediately. And the bouquet paper, I love that. And it is bouquet, not bokeh. I looked it up because I looked it up a while back because I wasn't sure exactly how that was pronounced. But it is bouquet, not bokeh. So anyway, we're going to use the embossing folder. We're going to use some of the dies. We are going to use some of the stamps, and we're going to make a beautiful card. So let me show you what I have in mind. I also pulled this beautiful paper, and I let this be my inspiration. This is called the Bloom Impressions, and it is a free pack of paper out of our celebration brochure, and it's on page 11, and it's free with a $60 purchase. So if you spend $60, you can grab this pack of paper, and it is beautiful. So I think this paper would be great for any of your spring cards or even your winter cards. I mean, it's beautiful. So what I did is I cut a mat from this particular pattern, and then I pulled some other colors that I wanted to work with. So I want white, petunia pop, and azure afternoon. So that's my color palette. And we'll get to cutting those in just a minute. I am going to show you what my intentions was with this. This is the hybrid Stampin' Die, and I've got my die already set in here. And we're also going to be using this die, and I'm going to show you a card that I did earlier. And this is the card that I made, and that's what we're going to be doing. Isn't that pretty? Even my husband complimented this. He said he loves the fact that the butterfly looks like it's fluttering. So I thought that turned out really cute, kind of a unique way to use this. So let me show you what I have in mind. Let's go ahead and get our cardstock situated. I'm going to move this over here, and I'm going to bring my trimmer in. And I am going to trim this on the 11-inch side. I'm going to put it in and cut it at 5.5. So that's going to give me half a sheet of cardstock. And then we need to score this, but I'm going to score it with my scoreboard. So let's move this out of our way. Grab my scoreboard. And I'm going to lay this in and make sure that I get it all the way up into that top left-hand corner. And I'm scoring it at 4 1/4 on the 8.5-inch side. So 4 1/4. And then I like to fold into the hump. So the raised side, I like to fold into that. That always seems to give me a much more even and direct fold that way. I say do what works for you, but that's what works for me. So if you've been having trouble getting your cards to be even, give that a try. I think you'll find that it works really good. So now what I want to do is open this piece up after I've creased it well. And I'm going to take this large butterfly die, and I want to line up that top, and see how that's got a lip right there? I want to line that up with the score line on my card. And I want to look and make sure I've got about the same distance here as I do here. And I'm eyeballing the whole thing. So then I'm going to take some of my Post-it flags and I'm going to secure this down. And then we are going to run this through. And I'm just going to use my die cut machine over here. This is my my Sizzix Big Shot Plus, and it's an electronic cutting machine. So I'm going to run that through and cut that. Our card should look better. And once we get the Designer Series paper under it, let me show you. I cut this piece to go under here, like that. And I'm going to bring out the embossing folder with the this butterfly die already positioned in it. And what I want to do is I just want to cut that butterfly. So I'm going to lay this in. Let's cut this off. This is the Petunia Pop. And I love this because it's in that floral paper. So I'm just going to lay that over top and then bring that down. And now this is ready to run through our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Again, I'm going to use my Sizzix. My plates are interchangeable, so I'm going to actually use my Stampin' Up plates. And that's my number 1 plate. And then I'm going to put down my embossing folder with the die in it. And I'm going to grab my number 4 plate, which is my plate that I use for embossing 3D embossing folders. So we're going to run this through. And look what we've got. We have got a beautiful butterfly embossed and ready to go. And you could use either side. You could use this side or that side. I think I'm going to use this side. And that is going to go right on the top of this. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And this piece, you can save that if you want to and use this on a card. You've got butterflies and embossed around, and you've got the butterfly cut out already. So I'm going to take this out and put these back, the dies. Now, in the dies, you also have some other pieces for smaller butterflies, some bodies, and we also have the body for this larger butterfly. And you can see I've cut out a couple. And this is what that looks like when you cut it. So we already have a body, and that's going to go on here like that. And see how that just brings your butterfly to life. So we are going to make one of those, or we've already cut it, so figure we don't need to cut it again. So I'm going to put my butterfly back on my piece and move this one back in here. You should just love these butterflies. They are so pretty. If you haven't picked up this set, oh, you got to get it before it's gone. I've got a feeling it's going to be one that's going to sell out really fast. So if it's something that you have on your radar, you better grab it because this one is going to be one that's going to stay on back order because I got a feeling it will go as soon as it comes in. All right, so we've got this much of it together. Let's go ahead and start gluing our pieces. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and put my mat in. So I'm going to look at the other side of that paper. Isn't it pretty? Some glue on that. And then I'm just going to lay this in and center it about like that. Give it a press. Then I want to bring this down. I want to glue my my little body So I'm going to grab him right here with my reverse tweezers, and I'm going to put some glue on his body. And we are going to sit his body down right about there, just like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'm going to bend the body up just a little bit on both sides of the body. That's going to give me a flat area right there. So I'm going to use my foam adhesive strips, and I'm only going to need a small piece just to get run down that middle. That is what makes that sit up and gives you that illusion of a fluttering butterfly. Now you could do the same thing if you put the small dimensionals in a line, but if you got these, why not use them? They are perfect for this. And I'm going to just pull a piece off right there and just cut it. And then just run it right down that middle like that. Give it a good press and then pull your backer off. And then all we're going to do is just set this down just like that. Now, how easy a card was that? Now all we have to do is put a greeting under here. And for that, I thought these mixed label dies, this is an online exclusive, so you have to go online to get this. It's not in any of the catalogs. I will have the order number for this bundle and for the individual pieces in the description or on the PDF tutorial. So you'll be able to get those numbers there. So that'll be on my blog. So if you don't have access to my blog, look down in the drop down under this video where it says see more. Click there and it drops down a menu and you'll see my blog, and just click on that and you can go and print out a free PDF tutorial for making this beautiful card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small piece of white and I'm going to stamp a sentiment from the mixed labels. And just a note to let you know you're on my mind. I think I'm going to do that one. That would be a nice little sentiment to send to someone you haven't heard from for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think I'm going to do it in the azure afternoon. I love that blue. I think it's such a pretty color. So I am going to grab a stamp block and pick this up. Ink it up. Love it. All right, I'm going to center that over top of my sentiment and get it nice and even. Like that. And then I'm just going to run that through my die cut machine. Something like that. I can pop this off. Love those little post-it flags. They work so good. They're also listed on my Amazon store. And look how cute this label is. Look at that detail around it. I love that. So that can go right in the middle here. And why I wanted a small label is I wanted that to hide behind the butterfly. And this particular one is perfect to hide right up underneath that butterfly, and you can't see it at all. And if you wanted to do something a little bit more, you could actually cut this one out and maybe with the butterfly, maybe so thankful. Or how about hello? Hello would be a cute one. Let's see if hello will fit in that one. I don't know that it will. I believe it will. So I'll tell you what, let's grab, I wish I'd have saved a little space on there. That's okay. I have plenty of white scraps, so I am going to stamp the hello. Clean that stamp real quick. Like that. And then we can pick up the hello. I think I'm going to do it with the blue as well. So let's move that up. And I'm gonna stamp it right down here, maybe in the corner. Perfect. And then we can take this little die and place it over top of our hello. And let's cut it out. And then we will have this card just about completed. And you can send this off to someone that you've been thinking about, you've had on your mind. And such a beautiful, beautiful set. Isn't that cute? And we can put it, let's go ahead and get this one down. And I'm going to do this one flat. I want it to be flat inside the card. I'll place it and then make sure that covers it. Need to come up just a little bit. Perfect. And now this one needs to go right here. Isn't that cute? Love it. Now, if you wanted it to, you could definitely put it over to the side. I like it in the middle for some reason. So that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put some glue on the back. And I'm going to bring it right here. And I want to make sure that tail is right in the middle. And that worked out absolutely perfect. Now all we have to do is put some embellishments on this. So let me grab some gems. These are low profile dots, which means that they're almost completely flat, but they are beautiful. So I'm going to cut this off. You see my red dot? That means it's an online exclusive. I will have it listed with the order number on my PDF tutorial. So if you were interested in grabbing some of these, I'll make it really easy for you to order. So I am going to grab take your pick tool. I think I want to do these gold ones. I'm going to put one here. And one right here. And then I think I'm going to do one on the bottom. Like right about there. And one right here. Just to give it a little pizzazz. Isn't that pretty? And then you've got a nice, beautiful, very different looking card. So there's one that I did. Here's another one. I started cutting out one for the blue, and this is the boho. I think this is boho blue. Yeah, boho blue, and I did it with the yellow butterfly, and I would do a brown body for that. And this one looks really good with this paper as well. the paper that I used on this one, this is the bouquet paper that came with the butterflies, and it was yellow on one side and sort of this beautiful pinky calypso coral on the other side. And I paired everything, and I used that toadstool paper. And this is actually another free pack of paper called Toadstool Garden. And I used, let's see which piece, I used this piece right here. And it turned out so cute. So those are the things that I used. I'll have everything listed on the PDF tutorial along with all the measurements and everything. Go check that out. Let me know how you like this card and if this is something that you would be interested in making. I think they both turned out very pretty. I think I do like, well, in one way, I think I like this one. In another way, I like this one. I think they're both beautiful in their own different, unique way. God bless and keep you. And as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring honor and glory to our Savior Jesus. He is so worthy. So until we craft again, take care. I love you guys. Bye bye.